Hello and welcome to the Palace Pub Quiz. I'm Chris Grissom from Palace TV and I am on a one-man lockdown, lock-in at Brighty's bar. Unfortunately, the legendary landlord can't be here for this because he is at home isolating with his family like a good boy. However, he has left me in charge of the joint, and if you can hear the rumbling of noises in the background of people, don't worry, I'm not breaking social distancing rules. We've just downloaded a rubbish track off the internet of pub noises. But on with the quiz. What have we got for you today? We have got 8 rounds of Crystal Palace themed questions, 5 questions in each round, and you are going to need people to play against. So get your Zoom calls going, get your WhatsApp video calls, your house party app, play with members of your family in your house, or just play with your imaginary friend or your dog. You're going to need something to write down on, so get a pen, paper, iPad, phone, and if you need a bit of time to set up, just hit the pause button there and I'll wait for you. Okay, on with the quiz. Play some cheesy music, it's round 1. Let's get started with round 1 then, and round 1 is all about the 1920 season. 5 questions, here's the first one. Question number 1. Who scored the first Palace goal this season? And you get a bonus point if you can say who it was against. So who scored the first Palace goal this season, and a bonus point for who it was against. Question number 2. How many red cards have we had this season? How many red cards have we had this season? Question number 3. We broke a strange Premier League record when we beat Brighton at the Amex this season. What was it? While you're thinking about it, let's have a look at that winning goal.
Benteke, that's a good ball. First blood to Crystal Palace. What an immense goal that could prove to be. Jordan the Hughes had a quiet afternoon, but it's the Palace fans shouting loudly now. With 20 minutes to go, it's the Eagles who lead.
Well, from ecstasy to agony with question number 4. Only one club have done the double over us this season. Who is it? And question number 5, who scored our last goal in 2019? And you get a bonus point if you can tell me who it was against. So that's all 5 questions in the 1920 round. I'll give you the answers to those halfway through the quiz. Let's play some more terrible music. Round 2 is all about Roy Hodgson's former clubs. I'm going to show you 5 club badges of teams that he has managed, and you've got to guess who they are. You've got 5 minutes. Away you go. So your time is up for round 2. Let's play some terrible music. Round 3 is all about the current squad. And as a little treat for you, the squad are going to read the questions themselves. First up with question number 1, it's Joel Ward.
Hi guys, hope you're all okay and staying safe. My question to you is, who did I make my debut against?
Thanks, Joel. Moving on to question number 2. Let's hear from James MacArthur.
Hi, James MacArthur here. Hope you guys are enjoying the quiz. Here's my question. I have appeared over 100 times for Crystal Palace, Wigan and Hamilton, but which club did I play most for?
Thanks, Maka. And for question number 3, it's Christian Benteke.
Hi Palace fan, it's Christian Benteke here, and I got 2 questions for you. The first one, who did I score my first goal against? And the second one was, why was that goal important for me and my family?
Thanks, Christian. Let's hear from Mr. Laid Back himself, Gyro Riedewald.
Hi guys, Gyro Riedewald here with my pop quiz question. Who was the opposition in my final game for Ajax? And for a bonus point, in what city was the game in?
Very much, Gyro. And for the 5th and final question, it's Martin Kelly.
Hello everyone, hope you're all enjoying your quiz. So my question is, I've played over 145 games for the club in all competitions, but how many goals have I scored?
Play some horrific music. Round 4 is a picture round. I'm going to show you pictures of 5 former Eagles, and you've got to guess who they are. But to make it a little bit more tricky for you, they're going to flick round and round and round like a GIF for 5 minutes. And in those 5 minutes, you'll have time to go back to rounds 1, 2 and 3 and fill in any answers you might not have got, because after this, we're going to be marking the first half of the quiz. Right, time to mark some of those answers. Let's go back to round one. Now in round one, the first question was who scored the first Palace goal this season, and you get a bonus point for who it was against. It was Jordan Ayew, and the goal was against Manchester United. So you get 1 point for Jordan Ayew, 1 point for Manchester United, and let's have a look at that goal.
Up goes Schlupp, flicks on for Ayew, big chance for Palace, which is taken. Crystal Palace opened their Premier League account for the season, and no one saw that coming.
Question 2 was how many red cards have we had this season, and the answer was 2. Mamadou Sakho against Bournemouth when we went on to win in the Premier League with 10 men, and Luka Milivojevic against Derby County. But you just get 1 point for this round, 1 point if you got the answer of 2. Question 3 was we broke a strange Premier League record when we beat Brighton at the Amex this season. What was it? And the answer was we were the first team in the Premier League to win on the 29th of February. First team to win on the 29th of February. It's a completely pointless stat.
Question 4, which we will brush over and play some tragic music over. Who are the only club that have done the league double over us so far this season? It's Sheffield United, and you get 1 point for that.
And the final question was who scored our final goal of 2019 and who was it against? The answer was James Tomkins, and he scored it against Southampton. So you get 1 point for James Tomkins and 1 point for Southampton, and the total number of points available in that round was 7 points.
Milivojevic chips in, Tomkins! Oh, brilliant! A devastating set piece from Crystal Palace, and James Tomkins gets his first goal of the season.
Okay, here are the answers for round 2. The first badge that you saw was Halmstad, where Roy was there for 5 years and won 2 league titles. The second badge was FC Copenhagen. He was there for 1 season and won 1 league title. The next one was Udinese, where he spent 6 months. Inter Milan was the next badge. He was there from 1995 to 1997. And the final one was, of course, Malmo, where he was there for 5 seasons and won 5 league titles. 5 badges there, so a maximum of 5 points in this round. Round 3 was the current squad round. We're going to get the players to reveal the answers to their questions. So first of all, let's go to Joel Ward with the answer.
The answer is Exeter City in the League Cup. Take care, everyone, and God bless.
Thank you, Joel. So yes, the answer was Exeter City, and you get 1 point if you got that right. For question number 2, let's go back to James MacArthur.
I played 168 games for Hamilton, 129 for Wigan, and the correct answer is Crystal Palace with 188 appearances. Well done if you got that one right. Cheers.
As Mac has said, the answer was Crystal Palace, and seeing as he's such a club legend, let's have a look at one of his goals.
Well, he's got the beating of Yama now, he's got it in, MacArthur! What a turnaround this is for Crystal Palace! Trailing for the best part of 90 minutes, and they lead in stoppage time!
I scored my first goal. It was against Middlesbrough, and it was important for me and my family because obviously we won, we got the 3 points, but also because my little brother came as a sub for me, so it was a lovely day, and he's saying hi to you as well. Hi.
Thank you, Christian, for the answer to number 3. So it was Middlesbrough that he scored the goal. You get 1 point for that. And he came off and got replaced by his brother. So you get another point for that as well. And let's have a look at that goal against Middlesbrough.
It's drifted for Zaha. It's a lovely cross. Oh, the header's even better. Christian Benteke comes good. And Crystal Palace lead.
The answer is Manchester United. And for your bonus point, it was the Europa League final in Stockholm. Well done if you got it right. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Gyro, and congratulations on having such a lovely garden. So as he said, the answer was Manchester United. You get 1 point for that. And it was the Europa League final in Stockholm. So you get 1 more point if you said Stockholm. And for the 5th and final answer in this round, let's go back to Martin Kelly.
And the answer is 1. In the FA Cup, where I marked Harry Kane at the Lane and knocked Tottenham out the cup.
Thank you, Martin. Very good. Why not have a look at the goal and celebration from that game?
Oh, and he's found Kelly. Big chance. He scored! The most unlikely scorer for Crystal Palace, Martin Kelly, with his first for the club.
And round 4 was the picture round. 5 former Eagles, 1 point for each, and the Eagles were Jacob Butterfield, Nicola Ventola, Carl De Silva, Curtis Fleming, and Pablo Cunhago. So well done if you got all 5 of those pictures. We are now moving on to the second half of the quiz. Let's hear some disgusting music. Round 5 and the first round of the second half of the quiz. It's the 1990 Cup Run round. And who better to talk to for this than a man who is the star of the Cup Run? He's my landlord. It's Brighty, live from the dartboard. Brighty, how is it up there?
Yes, Christopher, I'm just social distancing from you. That's what I'm doing.
Well, it's been 30 years since the Cup Run. Can you believe it?
30 years, it's flown by. Some great memories. It was a great time, great Cup Run. The first final was magical. Replay wasn't that great. Anyway.
Yeah, get on with the questions, Brighty.
Yes, we played 6 teams on that FA Cup Run in 1990. Can you name each team? You get a point each for each team you get. If you get all 6, you get a 2-point bonus. So what we'll do, give some anagrams for clues. Thump torso. Nout herded fluids. Each lord. Grab nude IT medic. Plover oil. This decent manure. Good luck. Question number 2. Can you name all 4 scorers in the FA Cup semi-final?
Just to confirm, on question 2, you have to get all 4 goal scorers to get 1 point. If you don't get all 4, you don't get any points. Back to you, Brighty.
Question number 3. Who was the only player from those 4 to score in the final? Question number 4. I don't even know why this is in here. Who scored the only goal in the FA Cup final replay? Question number 5. Manchester United changed their goalkeeper for the replay. Les Sealey came in, but who was left out?
Thank you, Brighty, and we will catch up with you later on for the answers. Play some horrible music. Round 6 is the Guess the Voice round. I'm going to play you 5 audio clips from interviews that I've done with 5 Palace players, past or present, could be either. We're going to play each one of them twice, and you've got to guess who it is. Play the clips.
That season, it just must have been written in the stars. Now, I'm not one who believes about stuff being written in the stars, so it's weird to say that, but it was just meant to be. Something about that season, it just must have been written in the stars. Now, I'm not one who believes about stuff being written in the stars, so it's weird to say that, but it was just meant to be. Something about that season, it just must have been written in the stars. Now, I'm not one who believes about stuff being written in the stars, so it's weird to say that, but it was just meant to be.
I always remember walking out the tunnel. West Ham had this pristine white tracksuit top, and we had this mucky yellow kit that we wore in the semi-finals, and Brian the kitman couldn't quite get out the stains from the celebrations at Sunderland. I remember thinking, we look a bit rag-ass rovers here. I always remember walking out the tunnel. West Ham had this pristine white tracksuit top, and we had this mucky yellow kit that we wore in the semi-finals, and Brian the kitman couldn't quite get out the stains from the celebrations at Sunderland. I remember thinking, we look a bit rag-ass rovers here.
I used to like maths and, you know, PE obviously.
What's the square root of 9?
3. I used to like maths and, you know, PE obviously.
What's the square root of 9?
3. I used to like maths and, you know, PE obviously.
What's the square root of 9?
3.
Yeah, taxi every day, but I have a car, no? Yeah, taxi. Repeat the question.
What's your favourite car? No, what car do you drive?
Taxi. Yeah, taxi every day, but I have a car, no? Yeah, taxi. Repeat the question.
What's your favourite car? No, what car do you drive?
Taxi. Yeah, taxi every day, but I have a car, no? Yeah, taxi. Repeat the question.
What's your favourite car? No, what car do you drive?
Taxi.
I enjoyed it. It was fantastic to play. 36,000 supporters and 36,000 people from West Ham. I enjoyed it. It was fantastic to play. 36,000 supporters and 36,000 people from West Ham. I enjoyed it. It was fantastic to play. 36,000 supporters and 36,000 people from West Ham.
Round 7 is the 12-13 season round, so all of these questions are about the 2012-13 promotion season. And as always, there's 5 questions. Let's have a look at question number 1. Question 1. Glenn Murray was the club's top scorer with 31 goals, but who was second highest? And you get a bonus point if you can guess the exact amount of goals. So Glenn Murray was the club's top scorer, but who got the second highest amount of goals and how many did they get? Question number 2. After losing the first 2 games of the season, manager Dougie Freedman made a triple signing on August the 24th. Who were the 3 players? After losing the first 2 games of the season, Dougie Freedman made a triple signing on the 24th of August. Who were the 3 players? Question number 3. Only 1 player played in all 49 league games, including the playoffs. Who was it? Question number 4. Crystal Palace and Barnsley played out an unremarkable 0-0 draw at Selhurst Park on April the 6th, 2013. But there was something remarkable about Barnsley's appearance that day. What was it? The 5th and final question of round 7 is what round of the FA Cup were we eliminated? And you get a bonus point if you can tell me who we lost to. So what round of the FA Cup did we go out of and who did we lose to? running out of music, so just play something you played earlier. Round number 8 and the final round of the Palace Pub Quiz is the Wikipedia career round. I'm going to show you the careers of 5 former Palace players as listed on Wikipedia, and you've just got to guess who they are. I'm going to show each career one at a time first, and then all 5 are going to stay on the screen for 5 minutes, so you've got time to try and guess those and go back through rounds 5, 6 and 7 and fill in any answers you might be missing. I'll see you after all of these careers. Right, it's time to find out the answers. Let's go back to round 5, which was the 1990 Cup run round. So please make Mark Bright appear in the dartboard and then zoom into him for the answers.
Yes, the answer is Portsmouth, Huddersfield, Rochdale, Cambridge, Liverpool, and obviously Manchester United.
And a chance for Barber and Venison, and it's a shot, and it's there by Bright. Andy Gray has placed the ball. That's his cross, and Bright's there. O'Reilly's there, and Palace are they in front? Yes, they are. Thomas and Bright's in there, and Thomas Staunton, Gray, 3-3. Thorne flicked it on, and it's gone in! Pardew! 4-3 Palace!
Yes, the answer is yours truly, Mark Bright, Andy Gray, Gary O'Reilly, Alan Pardew.
So just to reconfirm on that one, if you got all 4 goal scorers, you get 1 point. If you didn't get all 4, you don't get any points. Back to you, Brighty.
The answer is Gary O'Reilly.
Thorne, O'Reilly's in there, and was it over the line? And it's a goal!
And the answer is Lee Martin. And the answer to question 5 is obviously Jim Leighton.
Thanks, Brighty. How'd you get on?
Well, obviously I got them all right, Chris, because I knew the answers, because you sent me the questions earlier. But hey, enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody.
Bye.
Bye for now.
So well done if you got all of those right. There were 12 points available in that round. Round 6 was the Guess the Voice round. You had to guess whose voice you were listening to. All were former Palace players. Number 1 was Michael Hughes.
Something about that season, it just must have been written in the stars. Now, I'm not one who believes about stuff being written in the stars, so it's weird to say that, but it was just meant to be.
The answer to number 2 was Danny Butterfield.
I always remember walking out the tunnel. West Ham had this pristine white tracksuit top, and we had this mucky yellow kit that we wore in the semi-finals, and Brian the kitman couldn't quite get out the stains from the celebrations at Sunderland. I remember thinking, we look a bit rug-ass rovers here.
Number 3 was, of course, the king of maths, Yannick Bolasie.
I used to like maths and, you know, PE, obviously.
What's the square root of 9?
3.
Number 4 was one of the funniest players ever to play for the club. It was Marwan Shamak.
Get a taxi, don't you?
Yeah, taxi every day, but I have a car, no? Yeah, taxi. Repeat the question.
What's your favourite car? No, what car do you drive?
Taxi.
And the final one was obviously Aki Riolati.
I enjoyed it. It was fantastic to play. 36,000 supporters and 36,000 people from West Ham.
So well done if you got all of those right. It was 1 point for each of those, so 5 points available. Round 7 was the 12-13 season round. The first question was Glenn Murray was the club's top scorer with 31 goals, but who was second highest? And the answer was Wilfried Zaha. So you get 1 point if you got Wilfried Zaha right, and he scored 8 goals. So you get a bonus point if you said he scored 8 goals. Let's have a look at a couple of his goals.
This one over the top. Murray might have been eased off the ball. Zaha hasn't been. That's inventive, and that's an equaliser. Trying the long ball. And Zaha has got more trickery in him. 2-1. What an excellent goal again!
Question number 2 was, after losing the first 2 games of the season, manager Dougie Freedman made a triple signing on August the 24th, but who were the 3 players? And the answer was Yannick Bolasie, Andre Moritz and Darcy Blake. They were the 3 players. You get 1 point for each of those, so 3 points available there. Let's have a look at one of those players in action.
Free kick from Andre Moritz. Brilliant strike. Finds the top corner beyond Carly Kemi. Moritz over the free kick. He's done it again. Would you believe it? An almost carbon copy of the free kick in the first half from Andre Moritz.
Question 3 was only 1 player played in all 49 league games, including the playoffs. Who was it? The answer was absolute club icon Julian Speroni. Julian Speroni played in all of those games, although it is worth noting that Wilfried Zaha played 50 games in all competitions, so he was pretty close to that as well. You get 1 point if you said Julian Speroni. Question 4 was the one about Crystal Palace and Barnsley playing an unremarkable 0-0 draw, but there was something remarkable about Barnsley's appearance. It was Barnsley were forced to wear Palace's away kit after referee Kevin Stroud ruled that both Barnsley's home and away strips clashed with Palace's red and blue kit. But if you just put Barnsley wore Palace's kit, that's correct. So you get 1 point for that. Question 5 was, what round of the FA Cup were we eliminated and who was it against? And the answer was, we exited at the first stage, which is the 3rd round. So it was the FA Cup 3rd round. You get 1 point if you got that right. And it was against Stoke City. We earned a replay against Stoke City, but lost 4-1 at the Britannia. But incredibly, it was 1-1 at full time after an 87th minute equaliser from Glenn Murray. And you had 9 points available in that round. And the final round of the quiz was the Wikipedia career round. You had to work out whose career it was from their Wikipedia career stats. Let's have a look at the answers. Number 1 was Dean Moxey. 1 point if you got that right. Number 2 was Nico Vasson. Another point if you got that right. Career number 3 was obviously Edgar Davids. 1 point if you got that one right. Number 4 was Dean Gordon. What a fantastic Palace career he had. You get 1 point for that. And the final Wikipedia career was Lewis Price. Goalkeeper Lewis Price. You get 1 point for that. And if you got all 5 careers correct, we'll throw in another 5 points on top of that. So there's 10 points available from this round. So that is the end of the Palace Pub Quiz. Add up your scores, see who won in your little mini tournaments, and if there is a draw, I've got a tiebreaker question for you. So the tiebreaker question is, how many days is it since Brighton last won a Premier League game? How many days is it since Brighton last won a Premier League game? And you've got 5 seconds to write down your answer. And the answer is, well, you'll have to Google it, because if you're watching this on a different day, then it's going to be a different number, isn't it? So just Google, when did Brighton last win a Premier League game, and you'll get the answer. But thank you everyone for playing. Let us know on social media if you got a particularly impressive score. I'm off to go and clean Brighty's toilets.